Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Toxic employees come in many forms. Here's a list of the types of toxic employees. The bulldozer. They are aggressive and run over others to get their own way. They typically have a strong personality and are disruptive in meetings. The passive-aggressive. They let their true feelings be known in their comments and actions. They avoid conflict and show their disinterest through procrastination. The complainer. They find the negative side of everything. They always point out the faults of others and predict the failure of every project. The hoarder. They keep key information to themselves and fail to share with others. They feel threatened by others and try to forge their own path. The self-centered. They must always be right. They don't own up to their mistakes and never apologize. The gossip. They spread news about others behind their back. They talk about others and look for fodder for the gossip mill. The underperformer. They chronically fall short of the goals and expectations. They are often disengaged from their work and find ways to hide it. Look for these type of people in your startup and work to mitigate their toxicity. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.